What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to some more MLB The Show 20. Unfortunately, we lost the first two games, so hopefully we could come back and at least tie the series up. Today's matchup is Hyun-Jin Ryu versus Lucas Giolito. So I hope you guys enjoy, and if you do, hit that like button, and if you're new, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Chicago White Sox. Rowdy Tellez the next to bat, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Toronto, the first baseman, number 44.
First offering on its way. And it's fouled away.
6-10.
And he fouls this one off. Ground ball left side. Reined in. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away. Digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Past history with Lucas Giolito. He's gone 2 for 5. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Giolito is one of the more prolific strikeout artists in the game today. He'll get into double digits in Ks, and of course that means he's got outstanding stuff every 5 days.
One of the things that go hand in hand, Matty B, if you want to strike guys out, you have to have good stuff, and this guy has great stuff. He has 2 different pitches that he can strike you out with, and as they rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, this guy has 2 pitches that rate an 8 or a 9, which is really hard to find in baseball today.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Mendick trying to get there. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Danny Mendick. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Danny.
The pitch.
Mendick.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Fouled off. Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And up next, it'll be Tim Anderson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's in there for a strike. Anderson is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in the sport. And it doesn't matter, right-handed or left-handed pitching, he's one of the elite threats with a bat in his hands. Here comes Ryu, 0-2.
Nope. Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Now a swing and a ball foul tipped straight into the catcher's glove as he's able to hold on for the second out. Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Fouled away. This is drilled, but right into the shift. Offline throw, but a good job of getting back to the bag as the side is retired. Second inning set to go, so digging in now to Oscar Hernandez as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Infield in the overshift here, now the pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. Now another 1-2. Fastball just inside. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Now at the plate, Bo Bichette. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Bichette, a 22-year-old. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Here's Randal Grichuk. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Circle change, too low, ball 1. And it's fouled away. No score here as we play inning number 2. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
A full count, 3-2 to Randal Grichuk. Reese McGuire would be next. And a fastball misses there, ball 4. Stepping in for the Jays, Reese McGuire. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Ball 1 as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner. Line drive to center field. Oh, and he misses it. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. That'll bring up Billy McKinney. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll enter play down at an even 240 for the year. 2 home runs and 8 runs batted in.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He's gone over his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard. Count
even at 2-2. The count is full, 3-2 to the White Sox DH. Eloy Jimenez waits on deck. Line towards center field. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first out. Into the box now, Eloy Jimenez. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Gone!
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. That evens it up, 1-1. Pitch on the way. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Waiting on it is Hernandez, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Set to get his evening at the plate started, James McCann, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Ryu looks in, first pitch on its way. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. White Sox are out to an early 1-0 lead as we play the second. 1-2 to the White Sox catcher. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Standing in now, Leury Garcia.
The third baseman, Leury.
Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Luis.
Into the box, Luis Robert. And it's grounded just foul down the line. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Set to deliver the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So striding in, Cavan Biggio. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Coming to the plate now, Rowdy Tellez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat.
That's a ball.
And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
3-1 to him now. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. He's got it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the ground up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. Stepping in now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive it a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Liner in there for a base hit. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. And a good eye there as the Jays left fielder's able to move the count in his favor at 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Bottom of the inning now. Ready for another chance? Danny Mendick. He went down swinging to start the home first. Here it comes. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
So he got him swinging. Danny Mendick is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one. No contact there from Encarnacion as the count runs to 0-2 on him. Working for the punch out and the offering. A bouncer to the left side. Reined in. Throw on to first will take care of Encarnacion for the second out. So a runner in scoring position with two men gone. And that'll bring up Yasmani Grandal. Here's the first pitch to him.
Oh, that's off the plate.
1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
2 balls and a strike.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Ryu comes set. Here it comes. 2-2 pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full. 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it with a pitch.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run.
Leading off for Toronto, the designated hitter.
At the plate, Bo Bichette. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit on the ground out to short. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Randall Grichuk at the plate now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He comes in still down on the interstate at 199. 6 home runs, 13 RBIs. Grichuk puts a good swing on it. This ball's carrying well to left. Gone! To the plate now, Reese McGuire.
Number 10.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Changed up on him, and he gets the inside corner for strike 2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
The center fielder.
In now, Billy McKinney. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And this will bang up against the wall.
The batter, number 8.
So now to the plate, Cavan Biggio, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Jimenez has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Rowdy Tellez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, and I know you want to lace a line drive or hit a potential home run. But I'll tell you what, grab the cheap ribby when it's there. Give me a ground ball middle of the diamond and steal a run.
Change of speed there, but it's taken for a ball, 2-2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
So he sets him down swinging. Rowdy Tellez goes down for out number 2 in the top half. 1-0, here it is. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eloy Jimenez. He set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a hard liner, but this is a foul ball.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Eloy Jimenez becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. A ball and no strikes. And he fouls this one off. Mazara, the former Ranger, he was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And, oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, James McCann. First offering on its way. A bouncer up the middle. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Now at the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. And that's in there for strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Anderson picks it up, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Mazara's under it. 2 gone. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Set now for the bottom of the 5th. Now to the plate, Leury Garcia. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
McKinney patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Stepping up now, Luis Robert comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Robert, a Cuban-born ball player. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. And he misses again, 2-0. 3-0 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Swing and a miss, 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Count all the way full to the White Sox center fielder.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested?
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Hernandez is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Danny Mendick. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
This is lifted out to left. Giving chase is Hernandez. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Ready for another shot now. Randall Grichuk will start things out against Lucas Giolito as we get the inning underway. Here comes the first pitch. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And this is going to be extra bases here, leading off the 6th. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Now batting, number 10.
At the plate now, Reese McGuire lifted the other way down the left field line. And they can't run it down. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. A line shot to third base. And they got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the 1 out. The runner at second, 1 away. And in to hit next is speedy Billy McKinney. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-0 pitch is a circle change. It runs outside, 2-0.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
The batter, number 8.
Into the box, Cavan Biggio. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Fouled off. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Fouled away.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Number 44.
Standing in now, Rowdy Tellez. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Now batting, third baseman, Vladimir
Jace Fry trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Now pitching for the White Sox, number 57.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. And it'll look like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes. got him swinging. Made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1. At the letters, but called high, it's a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Edwin Encarnacion now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the first pitch. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Next will be the designated hitter, Yasmani Grandal. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch on its way. Into right field, that's a base hit.
Now back, left fielder,
At the plate, Eloy Jimenez. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out, 0-1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
The count now at 2-1. Ryu comes set and delivers.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
And he fouls this one off. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible out.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So coming to the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. He was a ground-out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Fry is among a dying breed. Those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. 2-0 now. Pitch on the way. That one's in there on the black, 2-1. Line shot to first, and there's one away. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. The 1-0. Ball taken low for a ball. Now the 2-0. Is looked at for the first strike. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
Robert calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. Striding into the box, Bo Bichette. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Robert will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Digging in, Nomar Mazara. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And there's ball 1. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. He's got it. And that's the first out. Stepping into the box, James McCann. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now McCann with a swing and a deep drive to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Digging in once again, Leury Garcia. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Line to the right side. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Digging in and looking for more, Randall Grichuk. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
The right fielder, number 15. Randall.
Steve Cishek has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 31.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Hit in the air out to right. Mazara's under it. 1 away. At the plate, Reese McGuire. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Popped him up. McCann shading to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Coming to the plate now, Billy McKinney. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. And his sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. 2-1 after the foul ball there. The pitch. 2-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double. In now, Cavan Biggio. And that misses for ball 1. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. McKinney at second with 2 down. And he takes a called strike 2.
2 strikes.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Lifted in the air to center. Robert is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Ken Giles is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 51.
Stepping in, Luis Robert. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far.
Leading off, on the right side, the center fielder, Luis.
Here comes
Robert.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. 1-1.
Ball that guy.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Danny Mendick. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Giles, playing here in his age 29 season. He was selected in the 7th round back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Comes set and the 0-1. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Stepping into the box, Edwin Encarnacion. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And 0-2 count to Edwin Encarnacion. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Aaron Bummer enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. He's set. Here it comes. Rowdy Tellez is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fouled off. Fouled away. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Now at the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs are...
a diving effort as it's off his glove. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner. To the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be 2? Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Ready once again to Oscar Hernandez. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. He's right there. And there's out number 2. On to the shortstop at second, but it's thrown away. And the runner will score from second. And the second run will score as they've pushed the margin here to 5-2 now. Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Bo Bichette. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Hit the other way out toward right field. Mazara is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Jordan Romano enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Number 68, Jordan.
And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Yasmani Grandal. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
Yasmani Grandal.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. At the plate, Eloy Jimenez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. And right into the shift, but a foul ball. 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. And it's 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Digging in to try it again, Nomar Mazara. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. The windup and the 0-1. The White Sox down to their last strike. Fly ball to straightaway left. Giving chase is Hernandez. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
The catcher, number 33,
Into the box, James McCann, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he misses with it. 1-1.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
5-2 the final score tonight. Toronto rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Hyunjin Ryu earns his 5th winner of the year. Jordan Romano retires the side to hammer down the save, his 1st of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.